This is John Costa, the editor of Citizen's Eye, and we're here at Phoenix Square with Peter Hirst. How are you?
Yeah, very well.
Good, good. Well, thanks very much for agreeing to talk to us, Pete. Now, you got an event tomorrow night. Tell us a little bit about what's happening.
Yeah, it's the launch of Rethink Your Mind. It's a project that's been growing and growing for many years, actually. It started off with a project taking service users and developing their lyrics into songs and released on an album. We then ran a competition last year, which still bringing the hits in. We've had over nearly 80,000 hits now onto the site. And this new project is really trying to change views of mental health, look at things from a positive angle, and really trying to support carers and support people that really desperately often need the support, but also help to change the views of a younger generation, because we're a bit set in our ways, especially I feel older people, but I think that the younger generation is still kind of, that it's not spoken about, and I think if it's spoken about in a positive way, it means everybody can talk about it.
Do you think the TV adverts that have been on recently have really helped?
I think it's fantastic. I think it's lovely that there's a new approach coming through, and I think that getting them on mainstream television, I think, is a fantastic thing. But again, I mean, it's still we are still very set in our ways with it, and it's part of the process, and this is part of the process. We need to keep going.
Now tomorrow night it's at Crumblin cookie in the cookie jar.
That's right, yeah,
on High Street, 7 o'clock.
Yeah,
free entry.
Free entry. There's a bit of food. There's going to be an explanation of the whole project. It's really to get businesses, to get organisations down to see about funding, about support for the project, how we can spread it. But then there's going to be some music. From about 9 o'clock, 9:15, there'll be music from Refuge and from Grace and the Magic Roots as well. So yeah, it should be a really nice evening, and we're really looking forward to it.
Now we've got a bit of a build up to towards World Mental Health Day in October.
That's right. Yeah, the actual it's not. We don't want to call it a competition because we're not really competing, but for the entries for it will begin on World Mental Health Day, and they'll run all the way up to January, and then we'll be having the prize presentation at the House of Lords in June, I think it is. In May. So there's a good long spread. But it's exciting. It's very exciting.
Now, as Citizen's Eye, I'm certainly proud to be involved in it with How Are You, our mental health news agency, around those issues with Julian Harrison and stuff. And you've got great support from CISO and obviously the cookie and lots of other people. But what is the one thing you'd like to come out of, not just tomorrow night's event, but the whole project?
I think that there's a lot of people that suffer in silence, and there's a lot of people that I think we're even hearing in the news that get to the stage where they even take their own lives because of things, because of just not being able to speak up about things. And I think that by not being able to be directed to the support that is desperately needed, and this is what the site will be. It will be a resource for all of the organisations, all of the charities that you can get support from. And it's fantastic. We've had the Time to Changes, the Rethinks, the Bipolar UKs, the mental health providers from Centre for Mental Health Depression Alliance. It's going massive, and we've even had interest from other companies that I can't talk about. Steve Hewison from the Full Monty's done some stuff for us. It's wonderful, and it just keeps growing. And
Pete, you pulled it all together, so you should be proud of yourself.
I'm tired, but yeah, no, it's.
So we'll see you tomorrow night. Then we'll catch up with you again.
Thank you. Thanks, John.